is harvest garlic.
Yes, waffle I get
So we're going to dig them up and we're going to pull them out and they're going to look like this. And after, if you want, we're going to cure them and we can make garlic braids.
Ooh, nice.
And after we harvest the garlic, we're going to plant some cucumbers.
Okay.
So those are the things we're going to do first. So you dig in, the garlic is about that big. So you dig in away from that far enough, put your shovel in, and lift it up, and then you pull that up.
All right, yay.
So,
More.
I'll do it again.
Pull up again. Yay!
Wow.
And then you can shake it up. You can actually even hit it against the ground here.
Oops.
Okay, and now you can just lay it to the side. And you got to do all these, and all these, and all those. I don't know what it is, but it is wheat. And you can pull it out and you can thrash it and separate, right, the wheat from the chaff. I think it's
Yeah.
very biblical. I think this is mustard.
Mustard.
Yep, this is mustard seeds. That's right. This is biblical also.
Yeah.
So that's mustard. That's a mustard seed right there.
Oh, this is tiny.
If you have faith as small as a mustard seed.
Exactly. Wow.
Yeah. So there's a lot of a lot of biblical references
Yes.
in gardening. One of my favorite references is to whom much is given, much is expected. Plants are like that too, because when you have a big plant, you think, okay, I'm expecting a lot of fruit, not unlike the fruit of the Spirit. Should be some in there. Yeah, there's one.
Oh, wow.
Usually these things are full of seeds.
Oh, wow.
They're full, so I don't know why. Maybe it's too late.
So
yeah,
we can
see,
make
I just
mustard
broke up a
from all
couple
these
more.
seeds.
You see them in there? Job picking garlic. This is all the garlic you guys harvested. What you now have to do is put it in your garage for about a week because it cures. Okay, so it needs to be dry and cool, and it'll cure. And once it cures, it'll stay for 6-9 months in the kitchen or whatever. What I do is I usually just use my hands and peel off the dirt, but you can do that after it cures. After it cures, for a week, just peel it off like this. And then the other thing you can do is cut the roots, but don't cut them too close. Just cut them so that you don't want to disturb the actual garlic. So you just cut the roots. Once it's cured, and then I didn't soak or wash or anything. I just kind of rubbed this stuff and it comes off the dirt. Yeah. But you can braid it like this, and it's real simple. I just actually looked at YouTube right before I came at 4 o'clock, and at 4:10 I was done. So that's how fast it happens. And you can hang this on a hook right in your kitchen, and then when you want one, you just peel it off, right? And that's your garlic for the year. I'm still using my garlic from last year. So that's it.
Do you save the garlic cloves to plant for the
Yes,
next year?
In fact, that's a really good point. What you should do is go pick out your largest garlic and save a couple. Just put them in a cool, dry place, save them, and then probably at about October, you peel them apart and you plant each clove about maybe 6 inches apart. Well, you saw how close they were. 6 inches apart, and then when the rains come, they'll sprout. And sometimes in your kitchen, they'll try to sprout. You'll find little green sprouts on them. Everything wants to live, right?
So if it's sprout in the kitchen, shall we put it in the water?
No,
Nope. Just eat
If it's got a
it.
little bit of green, eat it, or you can plant it.
Plant it in the dirt.
Because it probably won't sprout until the end of summer.
Oh.
This stuff won't sprout. So you need to cure it, and then you can either just leave it in a box in your kitchen or in the garage, or you can make braids out of it.
Okay.
Don't put it in a bag. Let it breathe. Don't put it in a plastic bag.
But can you put it in your refrigerator?
I wouldn't bother with the refrigerator. That's kind of humid.
Yeah.
I would just leave it out. It'll be fine. Even if it's warm, it's okay. If you have a cool room or something. But the best thing to do is to lay them out like this. You want the air to get to them if you can. Yeah, 1 to 2 weeks. 1 week is fine.
That we can eat it?
Yeah, you can eat it after a week. If you cure it, then it'll stay longer, right? It'll last for 9 months.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so that's the garlic. This is basil. Basil loves tomatoes, and tomatoes love basil. So there's 8 here, and there's 3 beds. So I just put 2 in each, and maybe 3 in a couple of them. So just plant them anywhere in the beds. And all you do is just dig a hole and plant it. And you can put a little bit of Sure Start in the hole. You remember how we did that?
Yes.
Dig a hole, sprinkle a little bit in, and then put your garlic in.
Okay.
And the other thing we're going to do, these are, thank you. These are marigolds. They love marigolds also. These attract pollinators, bees and butterflies. And I've got 2 more, so let's put 1 in each box. And the other thing we're going to plant is cucumbers in that box right there.
Yes.
Okay? So,
What is the frequency of watering the plants?
cucumbers, water them with the zucchini.
Uh-huh.
The basil, water them with the tomatoes.
Okay.
We might have to water more as it gets hotter.
Okay.
Oh, there's one more thing too. We should put down mulch. Mulch is really important, okay? So we're gonna put mulch on that, and all we're gonna do for mulch on the cucumbers is rake up all these dried weeds and spread them around.
Yeah.
It's like straw, that's a good mulch. For here, we might have to go buy some, like at Home Depot or something.
Yeah.
So, but we should do that. And then, since I'm talking so much, one more thing I like to do with tomatoes is I like to trim the bottoms off of them.
Yes.
And what that does, you kind of take the bottom off, and you want to kind of leave that much room as they start to grow, and that'll let the air flow underneath, and it'll keep the diseases as much as possible. It'll keep diseases away. So we'll let this grow a little bit more, and we'll come in. I've already come by after ping pong and trimmed a couple times, and I'll do it some more. But so that's what we're doing. Is we want to leave some space for the air to go under, and that's why you leave space so that it gets airflow and you won't get the diseases. And that's why you put mulch down too.
Okay. Thank
You
you.
don't have to do this, but you can cut off that. Take 2 big ones
Uh-huh.
and you cross them.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you take another one,
Uh-huh.
put it in the middle,
Okay.
and then I cheat a little bit. There is a way to wrap this stuff, but I just tie it.
Okay.
So I got my braids here. And you can cut this stuff off. Oops.
Okay.
Then you take your next one, you put it on the right,
Okay.
and you put it in the middle. No, you put it on the right and over to here.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
You take this thing and you wrap it to the middle,
Okay.
the outside one.
Okay.
Take your next one, put it on the left. I like to take these stuff off. Put it on the left, and then this wraps and becomes the middle. Okay. And take the next one, put it in the middle, and this wraps and becomes the middle.
Okay.
You keep adding to it.
Okay. Okay.
Got it.
I think I messed it up already. Right here, this is the same thing, right? And so you just bring it, and then it goes to the middle. It comes to the middle.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All
And
right.
so then once you get it to here, so
Uh-huh.
that when you get about 10 of them,
Yes.
let me do one more, just to be.
Nathan over here.
And then you can kind of keep braiding it up to the top. And then what I do once it gets up to here is I kind of wrap it like this,
Okay.
and then you just hook it down like this, and you tie it off. You make a bow so it looks nice. And that's your
Okay.
braid.
Wow.
All right. Nice.
So I didn't do a very good job. I think I got messed up in the middle. But that's it, basically. That's all it is.
Okay.
I mean, that is good enough
Yes.
for the kitchen, right?
Uh-huh.